you take this woman as your lawful wedded wife?
Ooh, yeah! Oh,
Place the ring on her finger and repeat after me. With this ring,
no. With this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Hello and welcome to With This Ring. I'm your co-host Ryan Everett.
I'm Cindy Everett.
And today we will, with episode 37, so beginning of our fourth year.
Yep.
And we will be looking at the career of the Doctor of Thugonomics, John Cena.
That's not a great title.
Why not?
Hey,
he earned his PhD in the field of
really?
Thugonomics, so you should
I don't know what
put respect on it.
university that he got that degree from, but
Well, I'm assuming the School of Hard Knocks.
probably. Yeah, we're gonna extend this. Not great analogy, but yeah, John Cena. One of the class. I feel like we've seen him. I mean, obviously he's one that I was aware of before we started this project, but then I've kind of sat down and watched it in concert. I mean, like I said, they all kind of have their standard moves and kind of go-to sequences. But yeah, overall pretty good.
Yeah, I think he's definitely, if you're looking at like who was the guy for the company for a period of time, he's definitely one of it. It's like Bruno Sammartino, Bob Backlund, Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin, and then John Cena. And The Rock kind of a little bit, but not. The Rock was kind of always with Steve Austin. You know, he only had like 1 year where it was him leading it.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Good rivalry to have. But yeah, we started.
So yes, we started with John Cena on Smackdown, June 27th, 2002. And this was like right after they had done they had to change from WWF to WWE.
Oh yeah.
Steve Austin had walked out. The Rock was going away for movies, so it was kind of like.
Why did Steve Austin walk out?
He was like kind of fed up with everything.
Okay.
And so he leaves, and then so they kind of did like this thing on Raw where Vince McMahon kind of said like, you know, we need new people to stand up. You got to have ruthless aggression. And then that SmackDown.
So is Kurt Angle like the biggest guy left at that point?
He's one of them. I would say on SmackDown it was probably The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and then Hulk Hogan was actually there at this point.
Yeah, but he was
kind
more
of
a figurehead.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he challenges anyone that he's never wrestled before.
Yeah, I was thinking
that he
about
hasn't
that
beaten
today.
yet.
Like, how many people would that really be?
There was newer guys on the roster and stuff.
Sure. Well, it kind of seems like very specific to say someone I've never wrestled before.
Yeah, well, they want something new.
All right. Then we get young John Cena running out with like the weird strange haircut where it's like basically like bald and like the little rug on top.
Yes.
Like I said, looking very prototypical Randy Orton.
Yes, well, they were both in Ohio Valley Wrestling at the same time, training, so maybe they got their haircuts together.
The same place, yeah. They wanted a similar look.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's a good, like, 8-minute quick match. And, I mean, the main point of it is just to get John Cena over. Yeah. Even though he ends up losing, which was good also, because...
Yeah, people wouldn't really buy that.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, they definitely were trying to, like, this was, like, his, like, debut, like, his
right.
His cotillion, his coming out party. Right, and then in the backstage afterward, the Undertaker, shook his hand, kind of giving his validation. So, I mean, they kind of, it's like they've been, like, setting him up to be, like, the guy since the beginning. Or what do you think?
Kind of,
what if he didn't take off? I guess they could have, like, found someone else.
Well, he kind of didn't right away.
Oh, okay.
So, after this, he kind of keeps doing the same thing of just being, like, fiery and full of aggression and stuff, but...
Like, spazzy almost?
Kind of, and it doesn't really work because, like, it would work better if you were, like, an underdog in there, but, I mean, he was still already, like, 260 pounds. And
yeah, he's a big boy.
He wasn't, like, a small guy at all, so... He was kind of treading water, just doing the, like, oh, I'm wearing the tights of the local sports team. Like, today we're in Pittsburgh, so I have black and yellow on, and And then eventually they were on a tour in Europe, and Stephanie McMahon heard him like freestyling, rapping at the back of the bus. So she wanted him to start doing that on TV, and they like introduced it by the Halloween episode where he's Vanilla Ice.
Oh, okay.
And then he cuts a rap, and then the next week he does it again, and he just kind of starts doing that.
And people enjoy that
more and more, and he like changes to like the throwback jerseys and jeans and eventually the jorts
and kind of a strange accent.
Yes, his street talk.
Which we're not going to get into that, but okay, because then he has like the goofy lock around his.
Yeah, that's his chain for his chain gang.
Okay, so yeah, he kind of evolves into like this quote unquote rapper.
Yes, the doctor of thugonomics.
Is that when like people started to like get more like a better reaction from people? Or?
Yeah, it took a little while once it started like gaining like was getting a big spot. He rose to it.
It seems like he was always a good wrestler. Like I think about when we watched The Rock's first match. Like that was awful. Like I didn't see. I did think he did really well in that match versus Kurt Angle.
Yeah, it helps. It was Kurt Angle. Also, though,
okay, that's true.
He was okay at the beginning. He wasn't. He was good enough.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then from there we go a year ahead to September 11th, 2003 Smackdown, where there was a parking lot brawl for the U.S. title between Eddie Guerrero and John Cena.
Yeah, this is quite the match.
Yes.
Like there's like this ring of cars. Like he looks ridiculous. There's the parking lot brawl, and of course, once again, this almost is like a form of improv.
Yeah.
To me, it's like there's like a lawnmower, and then of course, Eddie John's head gets slammed into the door, and also the horn. Yeah. It's like, how can you not?
And also, I liked when they used the rinsing windshield wiper fluid in the eye.
Obviously, and then Eddie goes through a couple windows. I'm pretty sure those were all pretty much planned out.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to be able to fly through glass like that if it's a real car.
If your car window breaks that easily, something's
you're
wrong.
You're in trouble. You're like driving the stunt car from WWE. So, but yeah, no, this is good. Like I said, he kind of coming into his own and kind of really showing that he can do like these complicated or these more
right. And also like
matches,
like for quite a while he was really his best stuff were like these brawls where it'd be a lot of just
how do you like train for something like this?
You don't don't.
You're just gonna have to do it and not fuck your not screw your neck up or anyone else's neck up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's nice. I guess.
Well, I guess they did it.
Yeah, but I guess if you have enough training, like they're not gonna like put people in those situations unless they know they
right. Plus, things like these they would usually do pre-taped, like before the show, so to make sure that if they had to do any re-edits or something, so reshoots,
yeah. Gotcha. No.
So then,
did he win this one? I don't know if I wrote that down. Did he win?
No,
Eddie Guerrero wins. Yeah. Well, no, just fun.
With a leap off a car, one car to another car.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is just not going for like the most technical, clean match in the world. So, let me go to the big show.
Yeah. So
very cocky in 2004.
So after the Eddie Guerrero match, eventually he turns face. Just kind of. The fans were cheering him already, so it was just easy to do. Like, they wanted to cheer him, so... And he didn't really change his character at all. He just slightly altered his raps, but...
Yeah. When did he start getting his own merch?
Probably around 2004. Okay. Like, in this, he comes out with the shirt,
that's right.
The hat, There was a while where they sold the brass knuckles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
The chain, I'm sure there was merchandise for that.
Yeah. Yeah, he was always very branded.
Yes. So, yeah, him versus The Big Show, and it's the opener for WrestleMania 20, so a big spot on the card.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, Big Show was he like important at the time?
Kind of. He was just kind of... He could be important if they needed him to be.
Gotcha.
So they kind of pumped him up here.
Ramped up, ramped down. Yeah, I mean, John Cena was able to body slam him, which is very impressive.
Twice.
Yeah.
Gives him that few.
Yeah, and then he puts on the brass knuckles, but body slams him again, and then gets the cover.
Right.
So, yeah, no, he's rolling along. Yeah, people definitely love him.
Yeah, and especially like having him win a title at WrestleMania at Madison Square Garden, kind of like is the double stamp of approval.
Gotcha.
Like, not only is this guy going to be big, he's like going to be our number
Our
one guy.
Our guy. Yep. Well, yeah, he's. So they must have
This
like
guy is
not
not
my
my kind of guy.
This guy was their kind of guy.
Yes.
So yeah, that took about 2 years to get him kind of fully ramped up.
Yeah, just about to get him to that point. Yeah, and then for the rest of 2004, he like is wrestling with the U.S. title.
Okay.
Kind of matches with that, and then he gets a world title match at WrestleMania 21, where he beats JBL, and not a great match. It's like an 8-minute
Yeah. Okay.
rush jab. So then the next pay-per-view, Judgment Day, they go 1-on-1,
Okay.
and this is like the real big blow off.
Their big I quit match.
Yes.
Yeah, this has got really bloody. And then this one just got nuts. Like there was like the limo.
Yes.
And then
The TVs
the
they
TV,
go
yeah, I
through.
said lots of chokeholds. JBL goes through a TV screen. Yeah, lots of glass and things breaking. Oh yeah, and Cena wins, and then John Cena still throws him through the
through the glass.
So
Like setup.
So why do they have this? What did you say again? Why did they do this I Quit match? What was their setup?
Just kind of like it was JBL's rematch for the title, and they didn't like each other.
Like in real life, or
No, just a
gotcha.
story.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, he's rolling along. Like I said, kind of going back through our notes, it definitely had. He always does like the FU, like that one like thing he can't do very well where he puts his arms around.
Oh, the STF, yeah.
The STF, doesn't always look that great.
Yeah, he doesn't really ever close the gap.
So why does he keep doing that move? Or why does no one like help him or say like, John, you gotta tighten
This
it
is
up.
the way he wants to do it, and
All right, guess so. Then we go to this crazy this 2006 this ECW show
Yes.
again, which we watched the Kurt Angle match.
yeah, we watched the
too.
Kurt Angle before, and
Yep.
now this. So yeah, this was the start of the new ECW.
Let's talk about that again.
So ECW was around in the 90s. It folded in 2001, and eventually, like, there was some legal stuff, but WWF eventually bought the video library and all the properties to it. So they own everything for ECW. So they released a DVD that, like, did crazy numbers. Like, no one was expecting it to do as good as it did. So then they started thinking about, like, well, maybe we should do an ECW pay-per-view, which they did, and that was really good also. So then a year later, they're like, hey, we could get another hour of TV programming from Sci-Fi.
Oh, Sci-Fi.
Yeah.
Is that still around?
Yeah, I think, because it's part of the Universal,
Oh, yeah.
group of
Can't
channels.
say I ever watched anything on Sci-Fi. Keep going.
So they got an hour for ECW, and in June of 2005 or 6, they decided to like launch it with this pay-per-view.
Interesting. So, like, why were people so, like, crazy already about ECW if it was gone for 5 years?
I mean, it was successful, but it was kind of like, it was successful for a small group of people.
Was that the whole group of people in that auditorium? Because they were all
Yes.
going nuts.
I mean, they were
Was that all, like, the original ECW
a lot of the
fans?
original fans,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. That makes more sense now. So I was thinking if it just came back, why do they have this, like, rabid fan?
And that's the
base
problem
already?
with it, like, so they do that, and then once they actually get the promotion going, they're going to just the same. It was
Stuff.
taped before SmackDown, so they're going
Oh.
to every regular arena where these people don't really care about ECW, and
Gotcha.
it was kind of doomed to from the get-go.
It was more of it better as a special thing and not like a regular
Yeah.
occurrence. Like when they try and do like the live musicals on TV. They're really
Yes.
not that good, but
No, a lot of people watch them.
Well, exactly. But don't do them all the time. Don't do them every week. I don't think I've watched any of those, but there's always a big buzz around. them.
Yeah, that's the one I remember was the Little Mermaid one, because John Stamos was the
Oh
chef.
yeah. I do remember watching that. Anyways, so
Yes.
different.
So John Cena,
back
Rob
to-
Van Dam.
John Cena.
So
Very different than John Cena.
yes.
The cook.
So RVD had won the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania.
Okay.
This was only the second year with that, but he did like the thing that no one had done yet was like say when he wants the match, and he
Okay.
said I wanted it the ECW event.
Oh. Like, why? But did he ever wrestle in ECW?
Oh yeah, Rob Van Dam.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's where he started. He wrestled there from like
Gotcha.
'96 through when it closed.
Okay.
And then
Yeah,
when
so very,
the
very
storyline came to WWF in 2001, he was like the leader of ECW.
Gotcha. That's why the crowd is incredibly RVD.
Yes, and also by this time, it had started like if Angle is in there with heels that fans like. He feuded with Kurt Angle, so he was getting booed against Kurt Angle. Feuded with Chris Jericho, he was getting booed against Chris Jericho. He feuded with Triple H at WrestleMania, and the fans just decided to hate John Cena more than Triple H. And
Nice.
it actually helped Triple H become a face again.
Huh.
But so basically, whenever he was against someone that wasn't like a JBL style heel, he was starting to get booed. And then it kind of became a thing on its own, where it still is today, kind of.
Yep.
Where people will just boo him out of principle.
Yeah. John Cena 6.
Yes.
So yeah, this is. Well, yeah, I mean, I think, but I kind of had some more notes to when we watched the Kurt Angle one. It's more the match itself is fine. It's just the crowd that's bonkers. And
Yeah.
he's trying to throw his like little towel.
Yeah.
Up the crowd.
Well, his shirt at first, yeah, and it gets thrown back like 4 times.
Yeah. So that that's a good start. They do actually go out into the crowd for a little bit. There's plenty of some gymnastics moves.
Yeah.
From Robbie, there's a somersault. There's a nice slingshot, which I always appreciate. There's drama with the ref. And then Edge comes out. So Edge is also an ECW guy? Or?
No, he was a WWE guy. He had wrestled earlier in the night.
Okay.
And he had been feuding with John Cena
Gotcha.
forever. So he just wanted John Cena to lose the belt.
Gotcha.
One way or the other.
So he interferes and Rob Van Dam wins, which probably the right call with that crowd.
Right. And then what they did was like the first ECW show, he is the WWE champ and Paul Heyman gives him the ECW title. So he's both champs. And they were going to let him run with that for a while. But then him and Sabu got busted driving while smoking pot. So that was pretty much the end of the ECW right then and there. Because then they make the Big Show the champ out of nowhere. Oof. And yeah.
Well, it was fun last
It was a nice 3 weeks. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. So yeah, never mind. On to the next. So speaking of Edge, that's the next one we watched. Speaking of, and this is in Canada.
Yeah, so again, it's
once again,
set up for Edge to be the baby face.
Look at this stadium.
Yeah, Miami.
Nice. Sorry, but I think this is another one where I thought that Edge would win because it was a hometown match. But
right.
I guess anyone who's listening to this already knows how this match ends. So I can say that, John Cena's.
Well, they also had a thing where if Edge won, John Cena had to leave Raw. And
that's right, one of those bets.
And they actually had Teddy Long, of SmackDown, he was on SmackDown the week before, talking about how he was going and hoping that Edge wins so they get John Cena.
Nice. So, but no, it's a good, Edge always does a good tables, ladders, and chairs match.
Yeah.
And they had the double table set up for a while.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, why do you bother to reset it up? And
right.
They did it for the big spot at the end.
Yeah. It looks silly to just F him off a ladder through one table.
Yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't have any impact.
No.
Lita comes out and kind of messes around for a little bit. That's another reason why I thought Edge was going to win.
Yeah.
Because he had everyone kind of pulling the shenanigans for him. But Cena does. It gets fun. Yeah, I said Edge finally goes to the double table. It's the 5 knuckle shuffle off the ladder. And
yes.
Kind of your classic. There was the Edge missed that one move. Where he was off a little bit.
Oh yeah, he tried to do a sunset flip powerbomb and it just kind of crumpled in the corner.
Yeah. But other than that, no, good match. This one was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. And then our next one, first, the next match we actually watched was the 2008 Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
So he tore his pec in.
Oh, that's right.
October
of 07.
Of 07. So he won the title in September of 06, the Edge match we watched, and he held the title all the way through October of 07. And on Raw, he tore his pec, so he had to give up the title. And they had said, maybe an outside chance that he'll be back by WrestleMania, but no sooner than that. And he was, off TV, no one was talking about him. He was like, yeah, he's just rehabbing. You know, he had surgery. He's rehabbing. And then number 30 of the Rumble hits
Yeah, that's
in
crazy.
Madison Square Garden, where he was like always getting booed by now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's his music, and it was like a huge shock.
Yeah.
Like everyone lost it.
What was your reaction at the time?
I was so confused. I was like, what? I thought he was still hurt. Yeah, but it was good. He comes out and does.
You're like,
This. That wasn't that crazy.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
But yeah, it was pretty good.
22-year-old Ryan. What were you doing for this Royal Rumble?
It's probably I was at Brendan Green's house.
Oh,
yeah.
of course. Nice. But yeah, so then he comes in and surprise, and he wins.
Yeah.
So did they, like, once they knew he was coming back, did they kind of figure it? Did they rewrite it?
Yeah, I mean, especially then because they had the 2 titles. They had the Elimination Chamber in February, so that was like another time to figure out a contender. So they had other ways to do it.
Gotcha. Yeah, they can kind of storyboard it out over the next couple months.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's in there with Triple H and Batista.
Yeah, that's the big
The
3
last
at the
3.
end.
All the 3, like, very puffy upper body people.
That's one way to describe them.
Yep. That's what I'm going to say. So we kind of start skipping some years now. What's going on?
So we'll take a break right here.
Okay.
And we'll come back and cover kind of the back half of...
We'll fast forward into the future.
Yes.
We'll time travel from 08 to 2013.
To 2013, yes. We'll be right back.
Your boy has got a DVD and it's hot like flame. The new John Cena joint, Word Life is a name, baby. You know we got the game on lock. Catch me spitting on the mic, running game on Brock. Old school battle raps like me against Rikishi. Kurt Angle, Big Show, you know they can't see me. Catch me up in Iraq, punking out Vinnie Mac. Giving steps to smack, and your boy is back. Uncut footage, bonus matches galore. Cop it at Shop Zone or your video store. They don't got it in stock? Here's what you do. Shake your shoulder off, then tell the manager.
John Cena, Word Life, available now.
All right, and we are back. And yes, so we watched the 2008 Royal Rumble, and then we skipped up to Raw in 2013. So basically, we have watched a lot of the John Cena matches between
08 and 2013.
08, like the best one. Like we watched a couple matches against Batista.
Yep.
Like the bloody brawl with Brock Lesnar.
Oh, yeah.
The Money in the Bank against CM Punk. So, like, he had a lot of great matches, but we have watched them already. So
Gotcha.
That's the main reason why I did kind of a
We'll skip
over.
Okay.
So the next one we do see, though, was a Raw main event in February of 2013 against CM Punk, and it was... So CM Punk had lost his title to The Rock at the Royal Rumble, and Cena won the Royal Rumble that year. So this was a match to see, because John Cena said like he had to beat the CM Punk to prove that he deserved a shot at The Rock.
Gotcha. Yeah, CM Punk looks so scrawny next to John Cena. Very different body types. But yeah, good brawl. Like I say, lots of 2 counts.
Yeah.
In this one, lots of big power bombs for Cena. So Cena had to beat Punk to get to The Rock, you said?
Yeah.
Well, did CM Punk have a belt?
No, but if CM Punk won this, he would have gotten the title match at WrestleMania.
Okay. I'm not sure. How do you feel about CM Punk now?
He's a good wrestler, but...
He just does seem like really whiny.
Yeah, that seems even more apparent after his last run in AEW.
Exactly, yeah. So, but no, this was a good one. I get this confused with the other CM Punk John Cena one.
Yeah.
Which year was that one?
That was 2011.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is nice. It's got the really seen Punk pile driver and the Cena power bomb, where they're just, because they've wrestled each other so many times, it's like they have to try different new moves.
Gotcha.
On each other.
Yeah. Can I try it out? But no, good. I just didn't write a lot for this one.
Yeah.
A lot of 2 counts.
Cena wins.
Cena finally wins. Oh, the next one though.
So Cena wins the U.S. title, and at WrestleMania 31, and it becomes this thing that he's going to defend it every week on Raw.
Okay.
So anyone that wants to could come out and challenge him, and he's having like these great 10, 15-minute matches.
So he's doing what Kurt Angle did to him.
Kind of, yeah.
Bring him in full circle.
And then so in Montreal, he challenges someone, and first Bret Hart comes out.
That's right, yeah.
And
So I almost said that to you jokingly, like, oh, I wonder if Bret Hart's going to be there because it's in Canada. And then,
of course he is.
sure enough, there he goes.
So how else are you going to bring out?
Well, yeah. Well, I'm surprised he wanted to show his face in Montreal.
Well, yeah, I mean...
I'm sure he made a big stink about it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's like, oh, I'm like getting screwed in cities like this. But then he introduces Sami Zayn, who comes out, and as he's getting the crowd pumped up before the match on the stairs, he tears his rotator cuff in
Just
his
like
shoulder.
waving his arms so like
Yes.
aggressively. Yeah, once you told me that, like it was hard to watch this match. Just like
Yeah.
every time you saw him wincing in pain, it was like, oh, he is. Yeah,
but
there's
he
definitely-
goes through it and has a really good, like about a 12-minute match. I think they probably did end up cutting some of it,
Yeah,
just because
Yeah.
he did what he could do, but he couldn't.
you can only do a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so once again, it was okay, but you could see him like wincing in pain.
I do
a
think
lot.
it was one of those things though where like what's done was done, because like the doctors came in and looked at him
Yeah,
and he was still able to have the match. So I think it's kind of like it's not going to get it's not going to tear off literally. Like it's
yeah. Well, this is what make. You don't think he made it worse?
I think at that point you're going to go in and have surgery anyway, so might as well rip it to shreds.
Oh, jeez. Ugh. Yeah. So yeah, he does get a couple good moves off the ropes.
Yep.
I wrote Cena's very branded. I guess he always is,
Yes.
but like he's just like he's
Yeah.
a brand.
Yep. Here it was like the neon teal, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why it stands out.
Yeah.
You know, like he has a very like strong brand, like
Yes.
sense of self type person. So.
And this is when he started doing the springboard stunner,
Oh yeah.
which I wasn't a big fan of.
No.
No, it's kind of goofy and convoluted.
Yeah. He also does. He always like the shoulder block too. I
Yes.
think he's had a shoulder block in every match.
Yeah, definitely.
that we watched.
Yeah.
And then
Clothesline, duck a clothesline, and then shoulder block.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I got that one down.
Yep, that was a big. So then he kind of continues his run through NXT.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the next week on Raw, Kevin Owens came out to confront him and didn't want a shot at the U.S. title because he claimed that his NXT title was even better.
Right.
So then they have a match at Elimination Chamber. Yeah, Elimination Chamber 2016. And yeah, it's an awesome.
This is a really good match.
This is like peak John Cena, like wrestling all of like the new
Mm-hmm.
NXT independent guys. Like he had done it with Sami Zayn, but now this was even bigger on pay-per-view.
Yeah. Owens tried to do Cena's finisher.
Yes.
Then Cena reversed it. There's some big moves, some good leg drops. Kevin Owens had some nice moves. Yeah, like 2 counts. But yeah, I like this one a lot.
I like especially the spinning
Yes.
fisherman suplex off the top.
Yes.
Is just ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, how do you even like practice that?
Yeah, I mean you don't, because it's gonna hurt enough that you'll only want to do it once.
Yeah. Just make sure you're falling the right way, I guess.
Yeah.
You don't hurt anything.
Yep, and this was, I mean, it was Kevin Owens' first match on, like, non-NXT
Oh, okay.
WWF, so he was given quite the start to his
yeah,
run.
and he won.
Yeah, cleanly.
Yeah.
It wasn't
right.
like shenanigans or anything.
Yep.
This was like kind of when they were getting where Cena was like the legend, but he could be worn down and
he's
beaten.
not infallible.
Right.
And how often was he really wrestling at this point?
2015 and 16 he was still.
Full time?
Yeah, this was still
Okay.
full time. It's actually when he loses the US title in like October and goes on leave for a little bit, and then he comes back and gets hurt again.
Mm.
And that's kind of where it starts to change to celebrity John Cena,
Gotcha.
who occasionally wrestles.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I don't think I've really seen him in any of his movies. I saw Trainwreck.
yeah.
Like, what else? Like, what mainstream movies has he been in?
I mean, he's he's in the Fast and Furious now. Like
Oh, that's right.
So I mean,
haven't
that's
seen those,
enough. And then he was in. There's the one comedy, Blockers, where like he's trying to stop his kid from having
That's
sex.
right. That's right.
That was all right. And then like Suicide Squad, and then especially Peacemaker, the TV series,
Oh, yeah.
were like big.
I guess it's all just stuff I don't really watch.
Right, yeah.
So that's why I'm not.
You're not impressed?
Well, I know more of like the rock stuff, maybe because of we have kids, so like, I know
Right.
like Moana, I'm very familiar with.
Yes.
So I just don't see like I don't. Has John Cena ever done Disney stuff?
He did Ferdinand the Bull.
Oh yeah,
That wasn't Disney, but it was an
animated.
animated movie.
I liked that book when I was a kid, but I never really thought they'd turn into a full length movie.
Starring John Cena.
Giant
His voice.
I don't know, until he's singing like that Lin-Manuel Miranda song, I don't know if I'm really it's gonna show up on my radar.
Yeah. I mean, he's still pretty in demand there, so I think he's doing all right.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not you see his films.
Fair enough, yeah.
I think he's something with one of the G.I. Joe movies also.
Yeah, I guess I could do an like pull up IMDb. Mm-hmm.
And when he comes back in 2016, it's to confront AJ Styles, who had just arrived. And he had been like the main guy in TNA basically since the company's inception.
Okay.
So they both came like on the national scene at the same time, but different paths.
Known for WWE Raw. WWE Smack. Okay, Suicide Squad. How do I expand this? Oh,
All filmography.
Oh, it says he's acted in 75. This is Cell 430. You think that's the wrestling, like every...
Or that's like Good Morning America,
like always
Tonight
like press.
Show. Yeah, any press thing.
Yeah, I don't know if these are listed in like... Oh, I think it's newest to oldest, because these first four don't even have any dates.
Yeah.
5. And the first one has a 2023. Oh, Coyote versus Acme. Yeah, Peacemaker,
Yeah.
Raw. The Bubble?
I remember this.
A group of actors and actresses stuck outside a pandemic bubble at a hotel attempt to complete it. Well, it got 4.7 out of 10.
So probably not that great.
So, vacation. Yeah. F9.
Yeah.
Doolittle. There you go. Okay. Once again, I haven't seen any of this stuff. Maybe started to watch the fight with my family.
Yeah, but even that's not really him acting, you know.
That's true.
That's him as John Cena, so.
Southpaw Regional Wrestling, what's that?
Oh, it was like an internet thing they did.
Okay. Yep, this is not stuff that I...
Daddy's Here Too or whatever.
I think I did see Sisters, but...
Oh yeah, with Tina Fey. And...
Yeah. Anyways, okay. Was I'm always in Parks and Rec? I don't remember that episode.
Oh yeah, he's in the Dunk Tank.
That's right.
Johnny
That's right.
Karate.
That's right. Oh, that's a good one. Oh,
Is that your most acclaimed work of his?
That
outside
is.
of WWE?
That's the thing I really...
Oh, I thought you were like a child by the letter, but that's cool, I guess.
I remember him in Trainwreck, too. You see a lot of him in Trainwreck.
Yeah.
So, anyways. So, AJ Styles.
Yep. So
this is a good one.
Yeah.
A good one.
We were there.
Yeah. I guess that it was pretty intoxicated at this point. So, we were there, but I can't say I remember.
I remember that I unfortunately missed being part of singing "John Cena Sucks" because I was in the barrel line at that match at that point.
Yeah.
I'd gone to the beginning of the match before, but it was still apparently everyone went to the bathroom or to the concession line. But
what match was it? Was that
the Miz versus Apollo Crews?
Oh,
it wasn't
like we can skip this.
Yeah,
one.
I could skip this one.
Gotcha.
But this came on pretty early in the show
Mm-hmm.
overall, but it was a stacked show. They had a lot of big time matches.
So
yeah, lots of back and forth though, big time moves.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Styles tries a springboard 450 splash at one point. That's just
does not
crazy.
Work. Yeah. Well, I also feel like I wrote not a lot of style for the 5-knuckle shuffle. He used to do kind of the people's elbow and just kind of like thrash all his limbs around. And this one was a little bit more like subdued.
Yeah. Well, did it get blocked once? I think sometimes
think so,
if it gets blocked, then he doesn't want to mess around. He's got to he's got to get it in still, but
yeah, he can't do the whole little like flailing of the limbs part.
right, can't dust off his shoulder.
Yeah, is that what he's trying to do?
I think so.
I don't know. He's just like I said, just looks like he's like randomly like waving his arms around.
There's
How,
some.
once again, like the people's elbow, like
Yeah.
The Rock just like raised his arms around and
Well,
drops
yeah.
the elbow.
Because he's the Rock. He
Well,
can do that.
Now he can. But no, AJ Styles has a great finisher, and he
Yep.
wins this one.
Yep. Hits the. And this was. I remember being there when Cena hit the top rope. Attitude gesture. That was like, okay, that's it. Because
Right, that's right.
That was like
How do you come
sometimes
back
you
from
have
that?
guys have finishers, and usually they could be kicked out of once. But like when you have a super finisher,
Exactly.
like when
yes.
it's the long sweet chin music that Shawn Michaels is like tuning up and hits, that's
yes,
it. Like,
stomping it, yeah.
yeah, so that was like the super protected double finisher, and it didn't work. And
I was
then
surprised by
AJ
that,
Styles hits the Styles Clash and then the forearm and
Mm-hmm.
wins it.
So why, like in a situation like that, why would they even have John Cena do that if they knew he wasn't going to win off of it?
Good to build up
No.
AJ Styles.
All right, well,
And they did. I mean, he wins the SmackDown title like the next pay-per-view and is kind of the main person on SmackDown for a while at least.
gotcha. And then we get the most, like, what were they going for with this thing? Was this just like
So,
pandemic, like
I think,
rework?
yeah, like,
This
I mean, it was
2020 not even match.
yeah, it's not really a
It's
match.
not a match. They never really fight.
Well, at the end, he gets knocked out.
Yeah, I guess, but like, how like much were they really together when they filmed this?
I think just we'll talk about it. So
Okay, yeah.
so it was like early March 2020 when John Cena was able to he was there in 2017, 2018. He had a weird thing with the Undertaker at WrestleMania where like he kept challenging into a match, and then the Undertaker didn't show up, so John Cena was just sitting in the crowd to start WrestleMania. And then the Undertaker eventually comes out, and they have like literally a 3-minute match. It's very odd.
That was weird.
And then at 35, he just shows up at WrestleMania to rap with Elias.
Oh yeah.
And then, then he was kind of off, just showing up, usually for a Saudi Arabia show here or there.
Gosh.
And
Did he ever like release a rap album?
Yeah, in like 2005
Okay.
with his cousin Trademark.
Trademark, that's right.
I think they might be at odds after that.
Why?
Like some lawsuit between the two.
Anyways.
So they have him back. He's gonna face the Fiend Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania, and no one knows what the original plans were. But then WrestleMania basically got shut down because
Right.
of COVID. This was March of 2020,
Yeah,
so
when no
the
one
worst.
knew what the heck was going on.
Yeah, so they decided to try and have cinematic matches, and this was one of the cinematic matches.
That's what they were going for?
Yes.
Hmm.
So it's like the total history of John Cena, the character.
Yeah. I really kind of like that angle.
Like they start with him, he comes out in what he wore in his
Angle,
debut, and Kurt Angle's or Bray Wyatt's like paraphrasing what Kurt Angle said.
But then I don't understand why they did the NWO thing, because
So
didn't happen.
that was kind of
right?
like, I think it was kind of talking about how like people said he should have gone heel for so long, and like what it would have been like, I guess. Because then, I mean, they're just copying what like Hulk Hogan did, and he was like they do that thing with the Saturday Night's Main Event, like the promo with the cage and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And that was like showing how John Cena was just like Hulk Hogan.
Gotcha.
And kind of trying to tie the two together.
It was just all in all strange.
Yes, it was very strange and odd, and I think Byron Saxon.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea what I just saw.
Yep, I would agree with that.
Yep. And then John Cena leaves again because he ain't doing this empty arena bullshit.
Well, yeah, I don't blame him.
No.
Like, I mean, it was like a tough situation. They made the best of it, I
Yes.
guess. Kind of.
But
they did something.
Yep.
They got paid.
They became an essential business in Florida.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Jeez.
With the connections that he have.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go to John Cena versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam 2021. And this was the first time, like, really fully back.
Gotcha.
Like, well, actually, at Money in the Bank, they were back with full fans, and it was Roman Reigns versus Edge. Roman Reigns won, and at the end, John Cena came out.
Gotcha.
And that was, like, the big surprise.
So does he just have like an open night from Vince, like whenever he wants to
Yeah,
wrestle? He
I
can
think-
just come on over.
I think not really whenever he has an opening.
Gotcha.
Like,
yeah, right.
Whenever he's not filming something.
Mhm.
It's not even like the demands. It's just like if he's signed up to be in a movie, he can't wrestle because of like the insurance.
Contractually, yeah.
Like I know The Rock. That's like the big thing with him. He's like has insurance on movies through like 2025, so he can't really.
Wow. Yeah, I guess I never thought about that. But yeah, if you're filming like an action movie or any movie, you can't be like in a neck brace or
Right.
in a
Yeah.
sling if something happens. Interesting. Makes sense. All right.
So yeah, and this was Roman Reigns is fully in his heel, head of the
Mhm.
table.
Oh yeah, people were. Yeah, Roman was just like doing a lot of taunting. John Cena's cheesy though. I was
Yeah.
thinking of The Rock. He's just on,
Yep.
on a commercial.
The Young Rock,
What is this?
the Young Rock show.
Oh, that's not George Lopez.
Oh, this is George Lopez.
Oh,
Young
Young
Rock,
Rock. Okay.
followed by George Lopez.
Oh yeah, I remember that Young Rock show. Okay.
Didn't think it made it this long.
Well, guess it did. So did George Lopez.
Yeah, George Lopez is back
Someone's
apparently.
still giving him TV shows. Which is
I remember when he had the show on Nick at Night, and it was La Cucaracha was the, or no,
What?
Slow Rider was the like theme music.
I don't remember that.
Yep.
I think he had a show on Nick at Night. Is like
No, I
a
think it had
rerun
been on
show?
ABC.
Oh,
And then
okay.
it
That makes
migrated
more
to Nick
sense. I was
at
like,
Night.
I don't think your shows go straight to Nick at Night.
Yep. George Lopez.
New
they did.
programming, yeah,
Yeah.
for him maybe. But okay.
They wanted to make a dent in the Latino market, so they
Just put them straight
just
to
put
Nick at
straight to Nick at
I
Night.
remember like Mr. Ed was on Nick at
Oh,
Nick
yeah.
and
Bewitched.
yeah. What was
And then like anything in black and white I never liked.
I agree. Yeah.
I love Lucy Sucks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I don't really have any strong feelings about that show either. But anyways, back to John Cena.
Yes, back to
He's
Roman
very
Reigns.
cheesy and
Yes.
branded during this. Like, yeah.
And the hair,
Yeah, the
the
hair.
long hair is.
The long hair with the bald spot.
Yeah, it's not the best look.
No.
But he's back and goes. I think it's like the beginning of the match is really just like Roman Reigns dominating him.
Yeah, kind of like being like a lot of posturing.
Yeah.
Oh, Hollywood, blah blah blah. But then it kind of turns and Roman Reigns goes through the table.
Yeah, and then Cena's like all of a sudden this
Ranchers, yeah.
the old gunslinger's got one
Yeah.
more in
Come
him,
around.
but eventually he doesn't, and
And
Roman
then he
Reigns,
doesn't.
and well, he tries to do the full Roman Reigns spear,
Oh
which
yeah.
is not a good move. It's disrespectful to the tribal chief.
Yes.
So Roman Reigns runs through him,
Yep. And Roman Reigns wins.
as Roman Reigns continues to do.
Oh really?
Yes, he's still the champ.
Oh nice. And what's John Cena? Is that the last time?
That's the last time he's wrestled. I don't think he's even really appeared, because they did a thing in June where it was his 20th anniversary, but he never really appeared.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
So it was.
So what they do is still like a video package?
Yeah, I think they had a video package of it. And they did have one night where like a bunch of legends sent in things, including like Chris Jericho, who's in AEW.
Oh, that's nice.
I think Bryan Danielson had something.
I was going by his like real name now.
Yeah,
In AEW.
yeah. It's so hard to Daniel and Bryan.
Yeah. They
Who's
did a
who?
good job there. I know what you meant.
Yep.
So good. All right. Explain to me what the things mean again.
All right, so we have N, which is nuance. So it's longevity, which he'll be very high on. Like heel, face, tag, and singles.
We didn't watch any tag matches.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
Okay.
He's not. I mean, he's okay in a tag match, but yeah, he's not. When he does it, it's usually like big stuff. Like he's not doing like regular tag matches. It's like
Special thing.
like main eventers are
Gotcha.
involved.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll have to give him an. I feel like he was always a Well, he's a face that gets booed.
Right.
I don't know. 8.5.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm gonna go 8, just because of
wow.
the. There were times I think he could have turned heel, and that would have helped freshen up the character. And I know he says the reason he didn't do it was because of like Make-A-Wish and stuff, but I think by the time, like, if he did it in 2012, enough people would have been able, like, the most famous Make-A-Wish kid that they like promote is that Connor kid, and that was with Daniel Bryan when he was like a psychopath was his character. So some like,
kids know. Kids know it's like an act. Yeah, how did John Cena get so involved with Make-A-Wish, you think?
He was just the top.
Always willing to do it? Or?
He was, and he was the main eventer for, like, that's who's going to get asked the most. So he was the main eventer for a long time, and then I think it just kind of, I mean, I guess if you're an 8-year-old battling cancer, having some guy telling you to never give up is pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he has kind of always maintained that, like, posy image.
Right.
Okay.
So Jay is like jump up moments, so big time moments.
The Kevin Owens match was good. I mean, the first debut was good. He's always around. I don't know if it's like the WrestleMania. Okay, WrestleMania 30 was good, or 29, I guess. I'll give him a 9. Nah, 8.5.
8.5. Yeah, I'm going to go that too, because I think, like, yeah, he's got all these moments, but none of them are, like, they're big, but they're not, like,
standout.
Yeah, they're not, like, it's not like Steve Austin, driving a Zamboni or anything like that with John Cena. Like, yeah, he's had plenty of good matches, but that's not...
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, too. It's not like in like the pantheon of moments.
Right. P is promo work, so this is like promo work.
Rapping.
And also like his character, yeah.
He's definitely a character. He's very, like I said, I'll probably give him a 9, because like I don't always love his character, but it is very defined.
Yeah.
Like you know who you're getting.
Yeah, and he had to do a lot of like promos to start shows and kind of be like the face of the promotion plenty of times, so I'll give him
a 9.
A little bump up there.
Yeah, he's definitely company.
And then
guy.
W is work rate.
Like
so like his actual in-ring ability.
It's good. I think I shouldn't be like, oh, this is very, very good. Like I said, you kind of once you watch enough of these,
right? And he has always kind of been like a weird body athletically. Like he's kind of blocky and not that fluid. Like him and Randy Orton are very similar, but like Randy Orton's just so fluid in the ring, but has not a lot of great in-ring charisma, where John Cena is like kind of bulky and unathletic looking, but has the charisma.
That's a good way of defining it, yeah. He's not very, fluid's a good way.
But you don't have to technically be fluid to have good matches.
Right. I'll give him an 8.5.
Okay.
I give Dina Bryan an 8.5. I don't know. Let's go back and do this again.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a slight bump and say 9, just because he has the catalog of, like, so many matches. And, yeah, it's like a, baseball player who played forever to get to 3,000 hits, maybe. But he's deserving of it, I think.
All right.
No. Equals?
Yes. Equal sign. There he goes. Address.
Yep, so
same.
34.5. Yeah. So you have him slightly above Kurt Angle.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
And above Daniel Bryan. I have him tied with Daniel Bryan.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I stand by that for now. Yeah, no, yeah.
I would put it him actually.
And Shawn Michaels is still
of these guys.
Steve Austin. Okay, sorry.
I had him at 4 last year.
Okay.
Or last time.
Last year, 5 years ago. Can't do this every year. I'm sure you do this in your head every night before you go to bed. But...
Well, not exactly. Top 10 maybe.
You keep him at 4?
I think so, yeah. Because, like, he's
You're putting in the head Shawn Michaels and okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah, I think because that's like more of his time. He was the head of the company for longer than
All right.
both of them.
That's fair. That's a strong top 10 that you got.
Yeah, well.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and the next guy he might be knocking on the door and crawling up there in the form of Brock Lesnar.
Oh, yeah.
Because the next big thing actually did have quite the active last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, you know, most of these guys...
That's true, they're kind
Bruno Sammartino's didn't help or hurt his case. I mean, he died. That's all he did in the last 5 years.
Yeah, I'm trying. Who did you have for the Rock? Yeah, you gotta move that one.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Like I said, I didn't get hired or something.
That's why you revisit things that
Yes.
you do. You can't just have your... People are allowed to change their minds.
Yep.
You're allowed to put the Rock higher on your list
Yes.
than you did in 2007.
Yep.
So,
So,
not a flip-flopper.
No, I'm able to change my mind.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
So, yep. But next time we will see you with Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar Thanksgiving
Yes.
edition.
It's a very Brock. It's a very
It's a Brock
very
Lesnar.
Brock. It's a very
Be
Brock
thankful.
Thanksgiving.
I'll be thankful for...
The turkey that he'll slaughter himself
oh my
and
gosh.
chew into the neck.
Probably.
All right.
So,
We'll see you
On
next
that
time.
note, bye.
Bye.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now. In case you forgot or fell off, I'm still hot, knock your shell off. My money stacked fat, plus I can't turn the swell off. The franchise doing big business, I live this, it's automatic. I win this, so you hear those horns, you finished. A soldier, and I stay under you fighting. Plus I'm storming on you chumps like I'm thunder and lightning. Ain't no way you breaking me, kid, I'm harder than nails. Plus I keep it on lock like I'm part of the jail. I'm slaughtering stale competition. I got the whole block wishing they could run with my division, but they gone fishing with no bait. Kid, your boy hold weight. I got my soul straight. I brush your mouth like Colgate. In any weather, I'm never better. Your boy's so hot, you never catch me in the next man's sweater. If they hate, let them hate. I drop your whole clan. Lay your ass down for the 3-second tan. Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now.
It's gon' be what it's gon' be. 5 pounds of courage, bloody base, 10 pants with a gold tee. It's a war dance, a victory step. A raw stance is a gift, and you insist it's my rep. John Cena trademark, y'all are so-so. And talk about the bread you make, but don't know the recipe for dough. Aiming guns in all your photos, that's a no-no. When this pop, your lip lock, your big talks are blatant no-so. See what happens when the ice age melt. It seems monetary status is not what matters, but it helps. I'm rocking timepiece by Benny, if any. The same reason y'all could love me is the same reason y'all condemn me. A man's measured by the way that he thinks, not clothing lines, ice links, leather and minks. I spent 20 plus years seeking knowledge of self. So for now, Mark Breck is living life for wealth.
Your time is up, my time is now.